R100 Jr., the truth and not a rumor. You're inside the home improvement hotline with Brian and Jay. This is the Sport Report. What's going on, fellas?
I'm in here crying.
Why are you crying?
I went to Value Roofing, TENN, and looked at Brian's webpage, and his picture of his family's on there. And I'm just like, man, that's the sweetest thing I've ever seen.
He's a family guy.
I'm a family guy.
And his family's beautiful. And I like the fact that he's wearing some orange. So I'm sorry, Ruben. Yes, I'm ready for sports.
Hey, no problem. It's all good. Not a problem at all.
Hip-hop sports this is the hip-hop today?
Yeah, this is the hip-hop version of it.
All right.
So, guys, once again, make sure you tune in to me, facebook.com/R100 Jr., spell out Junior. Now, the first thing of hip-hop is just like sports. If you feel good, you'll play good, or you'll sound good, or you'll just be cool. That's first thing of hip-hop.
You don't think about it. You just let it happen.
Just let it happen.
That's what
just let it roll.
sports is about.
Because whatever your cool is, it's probably going to be cool to somebody else.
I don't know. Well, okay.
Like the first person who ever wore ripped jeans. Everybody thought they was a bum. But that person kept wearing ripped jeans, and hey.
There you go.
That was his cool.
Yeah.
Make sure, guys, to set your clocks back tonight. You'll get an extra hour of sleep. If you don't, then you'll just be early for church and whatever else you do tomorrow.
That's good.
I need an extra hour.
Me too. As you guys were alluding to earlier, big upset. Brentwood Academy defeats Innsworth 36-10.
Wow.
Ending a
butt
29-game win streak.
29-game winning streak.
Yeah, and I mean, it wasn't even
You know
close.
what? This is sad for Innsworth, but you know what I'm going to do?
What's that?
I'm going to applaud Ricky Bowers and the great network of players that have all contributed to that, because that's 3 years. Mm-hmm. 3 years worth of playing. Mm-hmm. And instead of belittling a loss, let's celebrate that kind of streak. And, you know, we all love Ricky.
That's
Ricky
true.
Bowers is great and done
Great
a
coach.
lot. So, yeah.
Sounds
Congratulations, Ricky, on what a great streak. And let's start another one.
All right.
And congratulations, Brentwood Academy, too.
Oh, definitely. Very much so. Very much so. Because they took it to them. They actually won it.
They
Innsworth
beat 'em.
didn't lose. Brentwood won.
Right.
Vandy football. Vanderbilt must be the smartest school in college football because somehow they got 2 byes in one season. I don't know how they did it.
Wow. I don't know that that's a good thing.
I mean, hey, it happened, so they got a little bit more rest.
I'm going to tell you, at this level, you take 2 weeks off, you're going to lose a step.
Not even if it's,
Some
to get
time
your
to
players
heal,
back.
maybe, but,
Maybe.
you know.
It's probably due to scheduling, though.
If everybody
in-conference,
was
games.
off for 2 weeks, like when you get to the end of the season and then before the championship game and the BCS is played, both teams are off for 4 weeks or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That's a little different. But if one team was off for 4 weeks and one team was continuing to play, that's a huge advantage.
Yeah, that team that wasn't off as long probably would be more in sync. Yeah, very much so. But they come right back against Florida November the 9th. Coverage starts right here on the flagship station WLAC 1510 AM at 9:30. So that means kickoff is at 11 a.m.
So we're delayed again.
We're preempted once again.
Next week?
Next week, yes we are. Yes,
All right.
I'll let Mark Stoner know.
Yeah. Also, the SEC game of the week, we're going to go to Missouri, as we also alluded to.
They were defeated, and then South Carolina came back, and
last week,
I knew as soon as they tied that up, I said, that's going to be tough.
Yeah.
And Missouri missed a field goal.
Also, Missouri missed a field goal, and South Carolina came back and won the game in overtime. Also, James Franklin, they're saying that he may get a chance to play this game.
I thought Vanderbilt was off this week. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
The other black and gold, the other James
I'm
Franklin.
just kidding. You know that.
Yeah, and it's crazy because they said he was going to be out the entire year, but he's supposedly going to be coming back.
I don't know. That quarterback's doing pretty good. I mean, you hate to.
In addition, the game of the week, period. The Miami Hurricanes versus the Florida State Seminoles today at 7 o'clock. Make sure you check your local listings for time, and not for the time, but also for the station.
It's kind of good. It's kind of the world's back to normal with those teams back to where they should be.
And I'm loving it.
With the talent in that state, those teams should be at the top every year.
All the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And throw in Florida in there, and South Florida and Central Florida, they're coming on also.
Hey, who'd Central Florida beat a few weeks?
Central Florida
they beat Louisville.
They're they're really good.
I'm telling you, don't.
And speaking of Louisville and Heisman hopefuls, you guys got any more Heisman people? Mariota, Winston, Manziel?
I don't know.
Still going McCarron.
McCarron?
I
always forget about him.
His percentages, he's not probably going to win it, but,
But, hey, he has an outstanding record, though.
If you look at the body of work, yeah.
Very much so. Very much so. Guys, in the NBA news, it has kicked off with a bang. Miami, they have played 3 games and they've lost 2. They lost 1 to the 76ers. I don't know. Is it a little hangover from the past 2 years? Actually, the past 3 years, they've been in the NBA Finals. Like,
I think they need,
NBA
personally,
Finals,
I think they need to just clean house. With 2 losses this early, just clean house.
Wow,
I'm kidding. You know that.
Also, OKC suffered their worst loss in 3 seasons last night against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Timberwolves are 2-0. They're healthy. They got Rubio. They got Kevin Love. They got a couple of other players. It's just 2-0 right now, but I'm gonna leave it. I'm just leaving it right there.
Yeah.
Also, Memphis Grizzlies, they at 500, coming off the worst offseason of any NBA team ever.
Agreed.
I'm just leaving it at that. We could have had a lot of players. Monte Ellis. It's so many other names that when I was looking at TV this week, I'm like, okay, we could have got Jared Jack. We could have got Monte Ellis. We could. We need guards, but I digress. But we look good. Even in our loss against San Antonio, we beat the Pistons last night. So
there you go.
We're doing our thing. In other NBA news, some people get paid every 2 weeks. Some people get paid twice a month. Kobe Bryant got a lump sum of $24,363,044. Friday. Now that's a payday. Right there. But due to heavy taxes, he probably only gonna bring home about $11 million.
He got a house somewhere else, doesn't he?
I thought he lived in Cali.
I guess he does, but ouch. I would move.
Yeah, very much so. Also, congratulations to the Boston Red Sox World Series champs.
Yeah.
David Ortiz, MLB MVP, and all that good stuff. Also, R.A. Dickey won AL Gold Glove for pitchers. So, very
nice.
Very big shouts out to him. NFL news real quick. Congrats to the Dallas Cowboys. For the second month in a row, they have won the award for most incredible loss.
They are snatch
They
victory
lose so
out
dramatically.
They snatch victory out of the jaws of defeat
Every time.
better than any team in the history of the game.
Very true. Very true.
I mean, silly stuff.
It's amazing.
Bobbling a field goal from, I don't know.
And then Dez Bryant went off on his little tirade. I'm not going to even get into that.
I can't even believe that.
But if you listen to the audio, though, everything was so uplifting. However, it looks so demonstrative if you can't hear him. But, hey, that's a whole nother story. Also, big shout out to Zach Stacy.
Yes.
Rushed for 134 yards this past Monday against the Seattle Seahawks, and their Seahawks defense is very good.
Yeah, he's done real great things there.
Very good, very good.
Vanderbilt guy.
No better segue. They'll be playing the Titans up in Edwards Jones Dome. So make sure you tune in and look for that. Make sure you stay tuned to WLAC for all your news, sports, and weather. This is the Home Improvement Hotline with Brian and Jay. We'll be back next week.
Great job, Raven.
Thanks, buddy.